G'day, my name's Alistair McInnes. For the past 5 years I've been working on and off in the petrochemical industry while I've been studying at RMIT. In 2013 I went travelling, pretty much just to annoy my mother. I was meant to work on an oil rig in Nigeria, but that didn't go so well. So I ended up spending a lot of time travelling Europe. When I was in Scotland, I bought a motorcycle and I decided to travel a bit. When I was riding through Glencoe, I saw a lot of wind turbines, and I realised that in this world we've got an abundance of natural energy. When I came back to RMIT to do my 4th year project, I started to realise that I needed to make a step. Now that step was, I wanted to create a motorcycle that you could ride and never have to stop at a petrol station. And through that decision, I ended up coming up with the Strange World project. Now the Strange World project came to me, the name came to me more so than anything else from Stanley Kubrick's Dr. Strangelove. Mainly because I'm a big movie buff. And I watched the last scene of that, when the guy rides the bomb down. And I thought, that's what we're doing here. We're using so much petrochemicals that in the end, we're going to run out. And we know we're going to run out. From my research, I understand that we're going to run out by 2050. We cannot depend on this anymore. Now, Australia is in the process of a market shift at the moment. Our economic climate isn't dependable on manufacture. Our manufacture is moving offshore, and we're going to have an abundance of skilled labourers. So what I've done is design something that can be made by our skilled labourers. In the end, I've come up with a motorcycle that's basically a self-sustained vehicle. You ride it, you crank up the wind turbine, it charges a battery bank, you tuck it back in, and then you keep riding. Now, through a lot of research that I did while I was overseas, I understand that a lot of people are a bit standoffish of motorcycles themselves. So I ended up picking a cruiser motorcycle. Now, there's an interesting thing about a cruiser motorcycle. There's a long history behind them. It's a more relaxed motorcycle, and it really lets you, instead of thinking about riding and taking a lot of corners, you can ride and look at nature as you ride. There's not a lot into riding these motorcycles, and a lot of people will travel and ride them. With this specific motorcycle that I've chosen, there's a lot of aesthetics that come along with it. So one of the things I did was do a progressive styling technique that you'll see on shows like OCC or Badass Customs, which is a Japanese model. You end up coming up with things that are inherently attached emotionally. I designed my motorcycle for the specific cruiser iconography. That's why I've used raw materials like steel, copper and brass. These things are easily recognisable by people that are interested in choppers. Now, if you think to yourself, in 2050 we won't have any petrochemicals, the Strange World project is a viable option. Thank you very much.